Howdy, everybody. My name's Chad Gracie. I am the drummer of Live.
Last Monday, your new record, Birds of Prey, came out. Did it differ a lot of your former record, 5?
Yeah. 5 was more of an experiment for us. Ed had a bunch of songs, and we were on the road for Distance to Here, actually, and recorded in a house. Didn't really have a producer per se. We had a couple guys that were sort of working with us. This record, Birds of Prey, we decided to get a proper producer again, and we had a bunch of songs, and we had more of a schedule. But we did it. The record was recorded, so I say piecemeal, in that we would write some songs, record them, take a little time off, write some more songs, record them. So that was great. The combination of these songs and Jim Wirt, it was like rock record. Let's go. So it was cool.
How did you meet him?
Actually, our A&R man, Phil Schuster at MCA Records in the U.S., knew of Jim Wirt and hooked him up with us. And we actually did like 4 songs with him, sort of to try him out. The first 4 songs, which included Heaven, the first single, just worked out great. We're like, yeah, let's do it. So he's cool. Good energy in the studio.
How many months were you in the studio?
Altogether, probably a month and a half total in the studio. Yeah, we usually don't take too long. I mean, even the way we recorded our first 4 records, we wrote all the songs in one block, and then we went in the studio for a block, and that usually took about a month to record. So this is a little longer than usual, actually, for us. So.
Is it difficult to make every time a new album which do not have to be like the former one?
We've never had a problem with that. For whatever reason, when we start writing songs, or when Ed starts writing songs and they start coming together, they always have their own natural direction, but it's sort of unlike the last record. I think we may consciously try to make it different, but we don't try too hard to do that. I mean, it's just, like I said, it just kind of happens. We usually just pick a city. Usually it's LA. We go to LA a lot. I've been to LA many times, and actually for Distance to Here, we rented houses and stuff and lived there for about 6 months, and it's a luxury that we can afford. It's great. We shoot videos there, and we record there, and everyone's just really comfortable in LA. So, but on this record, we actually picked another city. We went to Nashville, Tennessee.
Wow.
On this one. We actually did some writing in a studio that Elvis recorded some songs in, which was cool, We wrote 4 songs there. We wrote Like I Do there, and Rivertown, and trying to think of another one. We wrote some other ones there too.
Okay, but Like I Do, number 6 on the record, that's my favorite.
My favorite too. Ed had that, the beginning, the verses, and really didn't have a chorus, and we just we're playing through that verse, and all of a sudden broke into that, just started wailing on the chorus like that, and worked out well.
And what do you think about your first single? Did you choose them all, or was it the record company who did it?
Ever since we wrote Heaven, it was like the first or second song that we worked on for this record. And ever since we wrote it and started, playing the demos for management and record company people, they've sort of been at the forefront as this first single. So I think it's classic Live, and that starts mellow and gets harder, but has a slightly different sound for us, which is cool.
Okay. What's your favorite song on the record?
I like Every Time I See Your Face. It's very poppy. I know there's a lot of songs. I would say my favorite, Like I Do.
Why did you choose this time to have Jim Wirt to do your album?
Energy. Man, he's just got this. I found out that he made this record that I loved, a band from Maryland in the States, Jimmy's Chicken Shack. Jim produced it, and our friend that mixes our records mixed it. And I was just in love with this record. We talked to Jerry Harrison, who we worked with before from the Talking Heads. We talked. We're kind of friendly with Brendan O'Brien. Not that they were first or last calls, but we talked to them all. And Jim was just like over the top, man. He was like, he wanted to work. He didn't want to go home. He wanted to work. He was just this rock guy, man. He was getting these sounds from the guitars and the sounds that he got. And from day one, we knew that, this was going to be the guy.
Cool.
And it was definitely, it was a hard record to make because he was so intense, as with all the energy. He was like, was that in tune? I don't know. Let's go back. Let's play that again. Okay. It was just like bam, 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 bam. So it was a great way to make, I think, a rock record for us.
How did the writing process go? Like, did you have a lot of influences? Because Ed writes most of the songs and melodies.
Ed usually comes in with in a writing session with a melody and a verse with maybe some of a chorus. and we just sit down as a band and start to hack it out and bang it out and figure it out. So Ed comes with this amazing spark, you know, and we just kind of help him, and we each throw our own whatever attitude in, and it comes out as this live, you know. When it comes in, it's Ed's, you know, own original piece that's amazing on its own, but then when we do it, it's definitely a live thing, you know, because everybody has their input, you know.
But your new album, Birds of Prey, I cannot hear really the influences from Nashville, Tennessee.
No, you're hearing a lot of beer from Nashville.
Yesterday you played for Top of the Pops, just played one song. How was that?
Interesting, yeah. My ears are just kind of wee from like No, it's cool. Yeah, it's a good. It's a cool vibe.
A couple of years ago, you played at the TMF Awards, like in Ahoy, Rotterdam. That's like hell for your ears because a lot of
there were a lot of people, a lot of screaming girls. It was amazing response. Yeah, that was a highlight, I think, of the past few years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, actually, the TMF Awards sits now on the bar at my house, right next to the tequila, actually.
All right. Cool. What do you expect from tonight? Because you're playing a secret gig.
I'm excited.
You know where it is?
Honestly, I don't know.
No.
Honestly, I would like. Do you?
No. That's fine. Yes,
I was gonna ask you. No, I was like, literally,
I don't know.
I was gonna. I have friends at the greenhouse. I was like, oh man, we're playing tomorrow. You know, blah blah blah.
Where? Oh, we don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was like, well, give me your name. And where are you playing? I was like, shit. I was talking to somebody from the label, and they said most of the people at the office don't know. They said the Robbie Williams secret gig. Wow, look out.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it should be fun because I know it's contest winners and it's hardcore fans, so it's gonna be cool. I'm excited.
How do you decide to play what off the record?
Yeah, it's hard now. I mean, and you have to realize that people still want to hear the song. Exactly. Yeah. And maybe you don't feel like playing Lightning Crashes for the 40 millionth time, but you're going to play. And once you get the crowd response, you're like, I'm going to play this song again. Yeah.
But after that song, you play a new song or something.
Yeah, and then, you know, so that's the way we've worked it out pretty much. And there'll be 5 or 6 new ones in the normal length set.
Did you choose to go into the music? Like, did you have a job before you made music?
Yeah, really bad. We all had bad low-income jobs. Yeah, I worked at a bookstore. These guys worked at a restaurant, so we knew we should probably do something else with our lives.
Yeah. But in America, you have to be better than any other band because otherwise you won't make it to the top. And you're at the top right now.
Yeah, I don't know how. You know, I always say if I knew how, I'd bottle it and sell it and be a wealthy fella. You know, we're friends, first off. The 4 of us are friends. We write things that come to us naturally, you know. We're true to ourselves. We're true to the music, true to our fans, you know. And
is it difficult because you're at the top of the bill, like pretty famous, and some people get pretty arrogant, but you don't actually.
Yeah, I mean, because we've seen both sides, you know. You see the same people when you're on the top, you know, and you see the same people when you're couple rungs down, you know. Yeah. So yeah, I was saying to somebody earlier, you know, it's just not worth burning bridges, you know. It
doesn't make sense.
Nah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
finally you meet yourself again.
Yeah, exactly. The business, you know, the business side of the music business is that, you know, it doesn't put a lot of value on talent, and you know, it puts, you know, it's not about being a creative artist, you know, in the music business. It's about shifting units, you know. Okay. So
it's not like how good you are, but more
exactly. It's like, well, has someone deemed you the next big thing, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. Does that differ from a couple of years ago, like 10 years ago? You're playing for almost 18 years. Like, is it different than in the beginning?
My back hurts a lot more. I have more back problems. Not really. The feeling has changed. Yeah, I'm a lot more comfortable on stage, but not in a bad way. You know, I think when I say comfortable, it somewhat has a safe connotation, or it sounds safe. But it's, you know, being comfortable on stage allows me to
To have more fun. Or
yeah, to do anything that comes to me. You know, I'm not locked in a mode. I'm free to do whatever.
Happily, your music gives the space to do that also.
Yeah, definitely. You know, that's one of the great things about what we do. Everyone's allowed freedom with what they do, especially in a live situation. So.
Still together after 18 years.
How did that happen? It'll be a great reunion tour when we're about 70. You know, I figure guys retire at 65, so maybe we'll do a reunion tour at like 70.
And what about future plans? Like you're back in July with Coldplay and Super.
Yeah, we're gonna do that show. From here we go and do some European dates into Germany and stuff, and then we'll come back and do that show. That's the end of the 6-week run. Then we'll go home, and I think we're gonna wait till the fall to go out in the U.S. because the summer is just a crazy time to tour, man. Everybody in there, brother and sisters, you know, are touring. There's too many tours, too little ticket buyers, and tours are suffering. We want to play for our fans, but they'll wait for us for a couple months, and we'll come back, and we'll give them a proper show.
I wish you all the best and good luck for tonight also.
Thank you. Should be fun. Thanks for the time.